a driving charge which potentially comes with hefty fines, penalty points and even prison time. If you are dazzled by the sunlight and it's becoming too bright and dangerous to drive, make sure you slow down and pull over until it's safe to continue and the company behind the sign does not exist.
Hey beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to our channel. Now in this episode we want you to join us as we share a little bit more about our life while living full-time in a van.
And we're also going to have a little chat about all the things that has caught our attention. So, enjoy. There's the River Thames. There's our park up for last night. Nice little off-the-road area. So last night there was a van just here. There was a van there. There was two vans there. That's where we are. So we're about to head off now. Mr. Swan. Morning, Mr. Swan. You alright? Yeah, lovely peaceful night really. But anyway, on to the next one. What a great idea that is. Hi guys, we've got the microphones. So we're just taking a nice little dog walk really through a nice little village called Clanfield, I believe. It's really nice. There's some really, really nice houses. So we must remember microphones when we go out for walks.
What sort of village you expect to see some sort of series being made in?
Emmerdale.
No.
Midsummer Murders.
Maybe a comedy.
Oh, comedy. Murder, She Wrote.
Morning, you beautiful soul tribe you. So I'm going to take you around our little park up. That's where we're parked, next to this here. So it was very quiet last night. I think we were the only van here, but then I woke up and there was a camper van here. But it is quite busy in the day. But we are in a beautiful little quaint village, and they do have signs up that says it's free parking for 72 hours. So you can come here, park here, but then they'd like you to leave after 3 days. We've just stayed the night. We're going to make a move because we want to go off and see something. I thought I'd take you around. The locals have been really nice, really friendly. A few chats, even had somebody go off on their motorbikes last night. They came back and they come in the van to have a little nosy. But there was an abundance of hawthorn, and if you can see, an abundance of it. It just seems the berries are everywhere at the moment. And then I'll take you down here, and there are a ton of comfrey. See? Comfrey. Show you, see if I can show you. Beautiful. Now that is really good for protection if you're using it in magical workings, but also a good fertilizer. So if you have this growing, what you do is you cut it back down once all the flowers have died, put it in a bucket with some water, and you'll have really good fertilizer. So that's really good for that. Got elderberries here. So I used to make a tincture out of elderberries to keep the colds at bay and stuff, so it's good for that. Hawthorn berries I like collecting because I use those in my workings. And as you know, the hawthorn is connected to Beltane, which is the month of hand fasting. So it's associated with love. Legend says that back in the day, it belonged to a goddess, and like you're not supposed to take from it or cut it unless you have permission, or you do it on Beltane Eve or Midsummer's Eve, as some of you might know it. And also, legend has it that only a witch can cut the tree down. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of useful information. But yeah, so we're going to go off now and hopefully get to see some stone circles.
Taking a lovely little walk through the woods. Just walked past a household recycle centre, which is a bit of a shocker, really, because this walk should lead us to Devil's Quoit Stone Circle. But yeah, interesting little park out, really.
We won't be
Oh,
staying.
there it is.
Oh yeah.
And there is the stone circle. And on the far hill, you can see where the tip has been before, and all the little methane tunnels around it. Interesting.
Okay guys, this Stonehenge circle, it's actually not a henge, it's a stone circle, is huge. I don't know if you can actually see how big it is. We'll take you around it. So what we'll do is we'll go into the middle. Steve is going to get the drive up. It's absolutely stunning. Never been to this one before. Didn't really know it was here. So we're just entering the circle now. I'm going to go into the middle. Which is here. It is humongous in diameter. The stones aren't. They're not like the ones at Salisbury. They're not like the ones at Stonehenge. I guess that's the biggest one. It's very windy here, so I hope that the microphones that we bought are actually working. Yeah, they're yeah, it's a big, it's a massive circle. The Devil's Quoit is a henge, which is a large circular enclosure defined by a bank and internal ditch, which has entrances to the east and the west. Within lies a circle of 28 stones, the quoits, with one stone offset on the south side, perhaps for taking observations. Excavations suggest that there was also posts in the centre. The monument was built in the late Neolithic, which is the Stone Age period, around 4,900 to 4,600 years ago, using the local cogmerated stone. stood by the biggest one, so I'm 5'5". This up there, so I'm guessing it's about possibly 8 foot, give or take. Yeah. The stones aren't huge, to be fair. I wasn't quick enough, was I? Because there was a load of geese flying over the circle. I missed them. Anyway. Yeah, so this, as previously stated by Steve, beautiful stone circle is situated right next to a tip. And there is a lake over in that direction which we will go and visit. I think there may be possibly a park up there, so I'll go check that out. But yeah, it's an absolute beautiful stone circle. Nobody is here. We've got the whole place to ourselves. Love it.
Hi guys, just thought we'd have a bit of a chat about some of the things we've seen this week and some things online which have caught our attention. So going straight into that, number one, first thing that caught me is sunglasses in your van, and they basically, or your car or your motor vehicle, and now you can end up imprisoned or fined if you haven't got the right sunglasses. So I'm going to read the actual
Article
from quotezone.co.uk. Motorists are being cautioned to ensure their sunglasses comply with legal requirements to avoid the risk of incurring penalty points and a hefty £5,000 fine. The driving experts at quotezone.co.uk issued this warning to all UK drivers to make certain that eyewear is legally categorised for handling the glare of the sun. Any driver wearing inappropriate sunglasses could be subject to a driving charge, which potentially comes with hefty fines, penalty points, and even prison time. If you are dazzled by the sunlight and it's becoming too bright and dangerous to drive, make sure you slow down and pull over until it's safe to continue. Don't take the risk. Sunglasses are labelled in 4 categories to show if they're suitable for the road. The average pair of sunglasses are category 2 and are therefore appropriate for driving. However, darker sunglasses are in category 4. Any small fashion glasses, yellow tinted glasses, or a pair of large side arms can be deemed as dangerous to drive in. So,
you knew that wearing a pair of sunglasses while you drive could actually get you into jail.
I mean, like I said, it says here about obviously fashion glasses, whatever that might be. You're not going to wear Elton John driving down the road, are you? But then you got yellow tinted glasses. I'm sure years ago, people like Alfords and things used to sell them as driving glasses to help with night driving.
They did. I used to wear a pair when I drive at night.
They'd stop.
Yeah, and they were yellow and they stopped the glare.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing. Did anyone else know about that? I don't think I've heard of that before. Maybe I should, do a bit of a refresh on my highway code. Clearly, I don't know. I think we all need to, if that's a thing.
I've never heard anything so stupid in my life.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Anyway, let us know what you think, and if you've heard of such a thing, were you aware of it? Okay. Item number 2, which caught our eye this week. The Angus newspaper, which is a Brighton publication, I believe, they've noticed some signs going up around Brighton, which are like the no parking signs. So this is the quote from their paper. The Angus has found that the bizarre rules have no legal grounding, and the company behind the sign does not exist. Even the phone number listed is fake, set aside by telecoms regulator Ofcom for television shows to use without inadvertently using one of the real businesses. And in fact, you can buy the metal signs from places like eBay for $6.99 or Amazon for $9.99. So our question is, should vendors like Amazon, eBay, and all the others be allowed to sell such products?
No, I don't think they should.
Because that is kind of.
Well, you get your local Karen out and about then.
Yeah, just everyone will be buying signs and sticking them everywhere. So as the name of this video says.
Yeah, question everything.
Question everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what it is, just question it and do lots of research.
Yeah, I mean, if you pull up in a car park and there's a sign, maybe Google it first to make sure it's a legal sign.
Yeah.
It's very, it's a strange world we're going into. Going on from that,
is the park for mile.
pay for mile.
Sorry, the pay per mile that may or may not come in October's budget. We've discussed it amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
We've heard about it for a while now, but we have noticed it just seems to have blown up on YouTube and social media over the past few days. I don't know whether that's because it's hit conventional TV news or the newspapers. We don't watch or read any of that. But all we've got to say really is there's no good worrying about it. It may come out in October, it may not.
Currently, it's all speculation, isn't it?
If it does, then obviously there are going to be ways that we can all get around it. We've discussed it.
Yeah.
I personally can't see how they're going to implement it. Maybe it'd be done via the MOT every year. I think the best way, and the only thing we're going to say about this, is that all cars, no matter if it's an EV car, whatever car, every car has to pay some sort of road tax or whatever you want to call it now. So our advice to you people right now is try not to worry about it. I know it's worrying times, it's more money and it's going to cost more for food, etc., if it all comes in. But let's all discuss this once we know what's going on, and then I'm pretty sure
we'll all have a better idea.
We'll have ways of getting around it. So yeah, just don't stress out about it. Not yet.
So on a brighter note, on with our video.
Yeah.
And hope you enjoy.
And don't forget, question everything. So morning guys, this is where we have been parked at the last 3 days, 3 evenings. So it's quite a busy car park, but it is the weekend. It's very quiet at night. We've been the only ones here last night. We were the only ones here the night before, but the night before that there was 3 of us here. So it does have places to walk. So over there in the distance you see a woodland bit that you can walk in, and there's a community orchard there. Bins are there. There's a kids play area which is in that section. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really nice little park up, to be fair. But we're moving on today. The House of Wesx, built before 679, discovered in 2016 and reconstructed in 2019. In 2016, the remains of a large Anglo-Saxon timber building was discovered here on land owned by the Sylvia Foundation. An archaeological excavation revealed the shadow of a building, the jawbone of a horse dated to AD 608-679, and it was only a few artefacts that were found. It was in this period that the Anglo-Saxon society underwent rapid change. Archaeologists believe that this was an important building. It's too small to have been built as a hall, but unusually large for a house. It may have been used by visiting Wessex kings, even though they could build with stone. Timber was the material chosen by Anglo-Saxons for important buildings. Oh, wow.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you find it a bit informative. No, okay.
Sorry, Mal.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, he's been itching to do something like that for a long time, but no.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'd just like to thank an anonymous person for buying us a coffee this week.
Yes,
pet
thank
treats.
you. Yeah, thank you so much.
And a couple of people buying some things on eBay. It's been really much appreciated, and it really supports our channel.
Yeah. So until next time, guys, safe travels.
See you next week.